Hello Capricorn, welcome to your holiday reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Let's take a look at your oracles. Capricorn, we have Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion from Asia. It's a beautiful card. I love it because it doesn't really have a shadow side at all. Within East Asian Buddhism and Taoism, Kuan Yin is the goddess of mercy and compassion. She is one who assists others in attaining enlightenment. And her name means one who hears the cries of the world. Very much an energy here of attaining enlightenment. It's very gentle energy. It's a peaceful energy. And it's extending a compassionate hand to others, but also starting with compassion for ourselves. So accepting who we are, where we are at without judgment. It's a good place to begin. So it may be a signal to be kinder to yourself, Capricorn, to forgive yourself for something, a past action. Maybe you've been judging yourself, or maybe even someone else too harshly, or even just expecting too much. It is also an action-orientated deity, which encourages you to make change. Now, the thing is, it's about being compassionate and caring, but we also don't have to fall into that martyr kind of energy. That's not what this is about. We don't have to put ourselves last in order to be compassionate to others. There is a balance. Now, around you, there's change. And of course, change is constant. And the more we resist change, the less likely we are to feel at peace. So could be a resistance to change. Maybe around the other person, could also be you as well, Capricorn. Audace, she who resists. Fearless, being justified. So the energy around this one is about not letting others pull us down, not allowing others to block our energy. There's a feeling here of determination, continuing to do what must be done, not allowing fear to rule, fighting for rights, a fierce resistance, perhaps coming from a lifetime of being told what they cannot do. So it's about embracing their own voice, their own power, an infinite right to be themselves, to fight for themselves, resisting those who would change who they are, standing against injustice. It's, of course, a non-violent energy with that, so it's not about being overly aggressive. But sometimes we do have to have justification, anger, justified anger, as impetus to move forward. So it calls upon this other person to pull on their inner strength and examine how they may be allowing things to happen simply by refusing to resist. It's not a time to allow others to walk all over you. So it could be that you're dealing with someone that you're needing to be compassionate towards because they are dealing with an energy around them of being blocked in some way. And they may not be being forceful enough or you feel they're not being forceful enough when it comes to bringing about change or something that they want in their life. So we'll see where that goes, Capricorn. Interesting energy. Can of course be vice versa. And if you're cross-watching, a Capricorn might be acting this way towards you. At the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor card. And for the other person's energy, we have the Nine of Wands. Yes, so let's take a look. I'll do a few more shuffles. The energy for Capricorn towards this person, please, Spirit Guides. Yeah, I do feel that there's a real need to draw on that Queen of Cups energy, which is much more loving, sensitive, compassionate, caring side. So it's about how we use our strength. It's not about control. It's a bit more flexible. I get it as flexibility, maybe even a little bit more yielding, because there's a powerful energy around you, Capricorn. And this other person, I get an energy around them of perhaps not having as much power as you do. So you're normally one who would stand up for yourself. You wouldn't let others take advantage. You wouldn't let others walk over you. Now, but you're being asked to be compassionate towards someone else who may not have your strength. So let's see where this goes. Either side can resonate, so please keep that in mind. Whatever side resonates the most, that's your message. We'll start with the past energy around this Capricorn, where you currently stand with this, where you hope to stand with it in the future, how you feel about the person that you're dealing with, your doubts and fears about this situation, a challenge that you need to overcome, and a card for the outcome. And we'll also do some shuffling for the person that you're dealing with, the energy of the person that Capricorn is dealing with, please, spirit guides. It's a feeling of almost being defeated in something that they really want, but they may be tired, they may be just not feeling up to the challenge here of exerting their will. Okay, so let's see. Past energy around this person, where they currently stand, where they hope to stand in the future with this, how they feel about you, Capricorn, their doubts and fears about this, the challenge that they need to overcome, and one card for the outcome. Let's take a look. Okay, the Tower in reverse and the Page of Cups. So of course we're speaking about resistance here, and resistance to change. So I do feel, Capricorn, you're dealing with a potential love interest who is resistant to making change in their life. Now, this change is coming regardless. And I feel if this individual instigates the change themselves, or starts to make effort towards it, or plans for this change, then their effects of the change will be minimized. It won't be as difficult to go through. The Page of Cups, I do feel that this is about a new love opportunity. There's an innocence to this card. I like it that it's in the upright. So there's a lot of potential for emotional opening up between you, sharing of feelings. Yes, I'm going to get one more card here on the Page of Cups. Past energy for the person that Capricorn is dealing with. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yes, so there's a feeling here of emotional disconnection. All right. I feel like this is mainly about not being able to reconcile one's emotions, how one truly feels. So it's a little bit of a difficulty around this. It's kind of like the first stirrings of emotion, but not really knowing what to do with it. That's the energy that I'm picking up around this. Now, where you currently stand, you have Judgment in reverse and the Knight of Swords. So again, when we speak about two of these major arcana cards coming out in the reversal, there's this, I don't want to say it's ignoring, but it's really just resistance to something that this person knows on some kind of deep level is going to happen anyway. It's kind of like the forces of change are blowing, or the winds of change are blowing in their direction, and yet they have some kind of deflector shield where they're in some kind of storm shelter, and they want to be safe from the change. They're looking at safety, but yet they know that this change is happening, and it's going to happen regardless of what they do. It's an energy of it being predestined. So this change is going to happen, Now, the Knight of Swords, I have the energy around this person of truth and justice. So I do feel that someone here is wanting to connect, to communicate. The other person here is resistant. So however side this resonates to you, Capricorn, where you hope to stand with this in the future, we have the 8 of Wands. And the other person has the 10 of Swords in the reverse. So speed, communication. So there is an understanding, there is a knowing that the time for communication, the time for getting things going is approaching. Fairly fast, actually. This is a very quick action. Like the time between first understanding and the time when action is taken is very short. The distance between this past energy and this future energy is very short. It could just be a matter of weeks that we're dealing with here. Now, I do recognize someone here has needed to extricate themselves from a relationship which isn't working out. I do feel that that's going to happen. It's going to happen quickly, actually. And there's an energy here of being ready to move on quite quickly again. Again, I get fast action. So someone's coming out of a relationship that isn't working, that is not harmonious, recognizes that it's the right thing to do, and quickly is moving into something else. How you feel about this person? The Page of Cups, yeah. So you know, Capricorn, you know this is the person for you, and you know you want to open your heart to this individual. I feel that they're readying themselves as well. How they feel about you, we have the 4 of Swords in the in the reversal, beg your pardon. So this is an individual who recognizes that they have been at a distance from you, may have been a physical distance, and I'm picking up that there has been a time of isolation, of withdrawal, and I do feel that they're ready. I get a sense of readiness. I get that they may have been denying. There may have been denial on both sides here of this connection in the past, and a resistance to do anything about this connection. But that's changing. And soon there will be this recognition of, you know what, I feel something very strong for this person. I feel like it may be my higher calling. And so I'm going to reconnect. I'm going to open up the lines of communication and see where this goes. Okay. Your doubts and fears, we have the Temperance card in the upright. So why would you be doubting or fearing? The Temperance card, let's get one more card on that. I need some clarification. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is a card of Sagittarius as well. Let's take a look. The Temperance card, doubts and fears. 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, I understand. So there is this opposition, this conflict. And Capricorn, I think this is what has made you resistant. I feel it's you, but it could be the other person as well, so however this resonates. But people around don't like this change. So there's opposition. There's forces being directed against you. They don't want this change. But you're trying to make it peaceful. You're trying to bring about a peaceful resolution, an amicable resolution, and stay out of the drama, really. So staying out of the drama, not wanting to get involved in other people's stuff. They have the King of Wands in the reverse as their doubts and fears. So there's anger here. Anger. I do feel, Capricorn, that you're the one that's being called upon to have compassion towards this other person's circumstances. I think it's them. that needs to be very forceful because people around them don't want this change. They're against this change. Yeah, I feel it's more the other person's energy that is needing to stand up for themselves, stand up for what they want, to be in their own personal power and to not back down. And for you, you don't want to get involved with that because it's not your fight. That's obvious. So you're really stepping out of that energy, but also needing to show compassion towards this other person because they're going through this difficult time where people seem to be opposing their needs, their desires, what they want. The challenge for you is the Eight of Cups. The challenge for the other person is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so for you it's about recognizing when it's time to move on to something that's a lot more emotionally fulfilling for you. Walking away. So whatever you've been resistant towards, making a choice or a decision, it may be you that is the one that's walking away from the previous relationship, Capricorn. I think you're going to do so. It's difficult, but I feel that you want to follow your heart. And your heart is with this, I have it as the King of Wands. Could be a fire sign, male or female, or someone who has that element in their chart. And at the moment, the wand energy is a little bit, let's just say, the power is decreased. Why? Because I feel that they know what they need to do. They're very sincere, very clear, and being very truthful in what they want. But people around them are kind of sticking the knives in, being very hurtful towards this person, and they feel like their power is being diminished, and it's coming out as anger. But it's righteous anger, it's justified anger. They should be angry. They need to be angry because I feel like there's people around them that are holding them back. It could be family, whoever this is. Their challenge is to follow their heart. It's something that this person sincerely wants. They want to be with you. They want to have this change in their life, Capricorn. But they're being held back by resistance. And it's other people getting in the mix here. Meddling family members or somebody like that. It could be friends as well. Let's see what the outcome is for you. We've got the Two of Wands. So yeah, I feel that you're the one here that needs to make a choice. When it comes to the future, it's all about following your heart, where your passions lie, what you want, who do you want. I feel that you've been resistant to change in the past, resistant to making a decision, but there's an underlying understanding as well of what you truly desire and what you truly want. And very soon I feel you making the decision. You're going to follow your heart. You're going to walk away from what isn't working, hopefully in a peaceful way. That's really what your energy is. And I feel that you're going to be very peaceful in your negotiations in getting out of this other relationship, Capricorn. And this other person here, I do feel is also wanting to be with you, but they're coming against some difficulties around their family or friends or being held back, but they're also wanting to follow their heart. They're quite angry about it, but it's justified anger. Now the outcome for them is the Eight of Swords in reverse, so that's lovely. So I don't think that they're going to let fear hold them back. I get this as freedom. Beautiful energy. So it seems like they're going to find the will here, the strength, the determination, justified in their response in opening themselves up to change. And that's a beautiful thing. The change is here. It's going to happen. I feel sometime in the month of December or going into January. And I feel like you're both on a course towards being together. But you may still be separated at the moment because you're the one, Capricorn, here I feel is getting out of something else, freeing yourself from something peacefully. towards the future, and this person is freeing themselves from fears, from difficulties that they're having around them as well. So very similar energy, just going through difficult circumstances, but ultimately I feel that this is all for the benefit of you two coming together, and that's a beautiful thing. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. I hope that you join me there, Capricorn. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another 30 to 40 minute reading, so I do hope you join me there. I'll be clarifying everything on the table, looking at some Lenormand cards and also oracles to see where this goes in the future. I'm offering a special at the moment, as you know from my ticker. I have 99 cents on all my readings, or you could buy all 12 for $1.99. It's a special try me price, and a special thank you as well to my regular subscribers. If you prefer a personal reading, of course, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Don't forget about my 2020 yearly forecast as well. The link for those are in the box below. Wishing you the best with this, guys. Please do take care of the holiday season, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now, Capricorn.